Today we're going to look at how to build a pump track. A pump track is a great tool for developing skills in a safe environment. So the first step to building a pump track is to clear the land to give you a better sense of what you're working with. The next step is to create a mental note of where the course is going to go. I like to build courses with only 2 turns because berms are resource and labor intensive to build. Since organic material does not pack, we have to remove any organic material before building the foundation. Underneath the organic material, we can find good usable dirt. We can use this to build the foundation of the course and as a base for the berms. Once the course has been roughed out, we can identify potential draining issues. For drainage, I like to use 10-foot long corrugated pipes. They cost about $7 a piece, and for this project, we used 4. Once in place, you want to place 4 inches of packed soil on top of the pipes. So once we get to moving dirt, we want to start by moving dirt to the locations that are hardest to access. This is usually the furthest away from the piles of dirt. For this project, we're using a dingo. You can use a shovel and a wheelbarrow, but we have a lot of dirt to move, so to expedite the process, we're going to use machine. So one of the design principles I use is to build the first feature directly out of a turn slightly bigger than the others. This way the rider can generate speed. As we place dirt, we rough out the feature we think we will want to be there. Later, we will come back to give it its final shape. Having a rough idea of what feature will be in its place helps you build the other features nearby. Once satisfied with the rest of the features and its proximity, we can go back and readjust the shape. I'm using the machine to do the general shaping and packing while Haley comes through and fine-tunes the details. This clip shows you how indecisive I can be about building features. After sketching out the feature to the left, I realized it was not the best use of the dirt, so I changed my mind. When building, don't be afraid to admit a feature doesn't work the way you intended. Granted, that is easier to say when you're working with a machine. Sometimes you'll run into nasty weather. This is a good opportunity to check the drainage and see how different soils behave when wet. Clay can be a royal pain in the butt to work with when wet. On the other hand, sandier soils are actually quite malleable. Now that all the features on the course have been shaped and all the dirt has been moved, we can go around to all the features and pack them. For drier clay and sandier soil, a lawn roller works great for packing 75% of the course. However, wet clay snowballs easily and will need to be packed by hand. The technique we're using to pack the clay is called smooth packing. It is done once the feature has been partially packed or foot stomped. Smooth packing helps identify inconsistencies and distributes the dirt along the surface evenly. One last step that is optional is to trim the edges to give the course a consistent width and increase the eye appeal. This step can really help smooth things over with your wife now that you've dug up your entire backyard. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions about building your own pump track, leave your questions in the comments below. My name is Phil Metz, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.